thing that inspired me most about the topic of hostage negotiators is the fact that not a lot of people have been able to have a look inside that world. It's been kind of a world shrouded in mystery. I'd heard a story about Dominic Messino, who we're lucky enough to have as our host, the host of our show. He negotiated the release of the Lufthansa airplane that was hijacked from Germany to the United States back in 1992. I just thought that was amazing.
For 9 years, I produced Unsolved Mysteries. I got comfortable with working with victims of crime. Conducting the interviews is the most important factor early on, because we base all of our reenactments and all of our visualizations on those interviews. So we need those moments. We need them to relive those moments with us.
I just knew I wanted to get out alive, and I wanted him to get the help that he needed, because I knew he was sick.
We basically put together our script, try to work out all the scenarios that need to be worked out with the confines of the storyline and the budget. And then we get into reenactment planning. All of those scenes are based on factual material that has been given to us through either actual recordings or through the hostage negotiators. None of that is based on, fiction.
Mr. Cruz?
Trying to see the world and see the story through these bad guys' eyes to represent them accurately and try to get in their minds and all this stuff. It was intense.
Casting, finding the right actors to portray these people. We have to find the locations. We have a jetliner, we have a high school, we have a prison guard tower. Finding all these places to do our filming is incredibly complex.
There were a lot of obstacles we had to overcome to make the show. The budget wasn't very big, the schedule wasn't very long.
And then we go into editing, and we have to then craft something from there which is completely unique from the other process.
Now we're deep in post-production, and it's awesome.
Sound design, music scoring, graphics.
Sometimes documentaries can be a little dry. I wanted to make a documentary that I would like to watch. My goal is to make Hostage as cinematic as possible, so I thought if we could infuse that with some cinematic flair and really kind of make it look like a feature film, it would be a new thing that people would be excited to watch. And maybe out of that, a new genre would come, something between reality and scripted and feature.
So you tell me what we need to do.
Because we devote a full hour to one topic, you see, if you will, the evolution of the mind. You see what's happening to a character who begins a negotiation at one point and ends at a total another point. When we do that, you get to know the hostage taker as well as the hostage.
I killed my baby boy.
This is brain surgery of the mind. This is literally life and death at the moment, and they're the ones responsible.
The stories are all really dark. The way I was able to try to maintain some integrity in the shows is by just remembering that there were real stories and that there were real victims, and most of the real victims are going to be watching the show.
Once a person bears their soul to you and they're willing to work with you on this kind of a level, you just feel an incredible responsibility.
I don't want to do anything that would sensationalize the stories or embarrass them or just make it seem ridiculous, or, these were like horrible situations a lot of these people were through. They were tortured, some of them, some were raped. A lot of them have PTSD, they're still like very traumatized by these situations. So, it was very easy to just keep remembering that and not take it into a phony territory.
With every person who conducts an evil deed, there's a story behind getting to that point. And what we want to try to bring out is an understanding of why that might have happened. And ultimately, hopefully, someone out there might connect with that. Someone out there might say, gosh, I've been exactly in that situation, but thank God I didn't go that far.
I think the greatest thing we had was the crew and the people that worked on it. The amount of heart and devotion that everybody had that worked on the show was unbelievable. And without that, the incredible amount of obstacles we had could have never been overcome.
And we want to do something that hopefully, their families and even their grandkids one day can look back and say, wow, mom or dad survived that.